What's busted, squad? It's your boy Santana. I'm back with another busted upload for them. Before this video even start, do me one favor. Smash that like button, subscribe for we finna get to this. Well, that's two. But still though, do them two for me. We finna get to this bag, man. So continue to do us, continue to grow. Y'all know how we get. Let's get it.
County, Ohio, for the verdict.
Run it back.
It's my death sentence today.
Next, we head to Union County, Ohio, for the verdict in the trial of 49-year-old Anthony Redding. He's charged with one count of felonious assault. Redding allegedly punched his girlfriend in the face. The blow was so vicious, it resulted in her losing an eye.
Fo, like, you do know, like, the average male is going to be stronger than the average female. So why as you put it? Alright, now if that was a male, would you do the same thing? Would you?
He claimed it was self-defense, pleaded not guilty.
What she do?
This is potentially Redding's third conviction for assault.
My question is, what did she do to him in order for him to have to do that to her?
Guilty, he could be looking at 18 years.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, females do be playing that female card like on folks. Like I do get like, but like sometimes they be overdoing their stuff for no reason, folks.
Prison.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. The court's informed that you have reached a verdict. Is that correct?
Yes. This jury finding the defendant Anthony Redding is guilty of the charge of felonious assault.
Wait, is this his trial or something? Like they just say he pled not guilty, so he running his back. I'm confused.
While the jury heads home, Redding prepares to learn the terms of his sentence.
Ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Thank you once again.
It's right.
Judge Donald Fraser hasn't even started reading the sentence. Redding is already fired up.
Yes.
Wait, is that what he said?
That's what I got.
Folks, I ain't gonna lie, folks, like you ain't got no sister, no auntie, no cousin, like you can't call them, like, folks, yeah, my girlfriend just hit me, whoopty whoop, can you come do it, cause I don't want to go to jail for, you know, like, folks. Like, your hand was probably bigger than her face, folks. And then, like, until she blind, folks, I ain't gonna lie, that's overboard, folks. That's overboard.
A deputy approaches to calm Redding down, but he's got something
It's two deputies right there.
he wants to get off his chest.
Folks, what is ripping your shirt going to do? Like, that's really gonna make them wanna, you feel me? Like, give you more time and stuff, folks. Like, you overdoing your part. Like, folks, just listen. Like, you don't even know, like, you play guilty, but you don't even know what little folks even got in store for you, folks. You just jump into a conclusion. You don't even know what's really going on. Like, I do understand, like, you're furious, folks. I understand you, folks. I feel you, folks. But, like, you can go do that back in your cell somewhere, folks. Like, you ain't got to do that. Like, why are you doing that in the courtroom, folks? Like, it's cameras in here. And you go, like, folks, that, like, that dude right there, like, and that chair that's sitting in front of you looking down on you, folks, he determined, folks, whether you walk free or how much time you do, folks. You tweaking.
Anthony, I can make things simple. Right. Yeah, there's some sentencing to go through.
Right? See, they didn't even tell you your sentence, folks. You just want to tweak and stuff, folks. Like, you ripping your shirt, like, folks. You tweaking, folks. You just tweaking at this point. Like, calm down, folks. You don't even know how much time you got to do. Now you doing it. Why did you continue to rip your shirt, folks, when they just said we still got sentencing to go through? This probably your family or your wife family. Well, I don't even know if that's your wife no more, but still, folks, like, you was tweaking, folks. You like, this your, what you call it, your lawyer or attorney. I think that ain't them both the same thing. I think so. But, like, folks, he got his head down because you was tweaking, folks. Like, he really supposed to be doing the talking. You not even supposed to be doing the talking. Like, you was tweaking.
It's too small anyway.
Before he goes any further, the judge steps in.
No reason for you to be acting this way.
That's what I'm saying, folks. Like, you overdoing your part. You about like a big kid right now.
Let's go.
I think it's appropriate that the deputies put you in restraints before the court imposes sentence.
See, you tweaking, folks. This your fault, folks. You can't come on, folks. Cause you acting bad for no reason, folks. You act like a 5-year-old bad child right now, folks. Like, folks. Like, you ain't had to rip your shirt, folks. Alright, if it was too small, I understand you unbutton it. Like, like that look like a button-up shirt. I can understand, like, you unbutton your shirt because you're getting a little bit hot or something, folks. But you ain't got to rip your shirt. Like, what is you cool, folks? Like, you doing too much.
18. Yes.
See, you saying, F that, shorty, they gonna take you up out of that, folks. This is your, like, folks. I promise you, folks. That judge don't give zero about you, folks. You was tweaking like this is your life you playing with. Like, this your life, folks. Like, you tweaking. This on you.
Small. And like that. Satan.
Have a seat.
The judge first allows the prosecutor to make a statement.
The state believes that his conduct, dating back to at least 2008, warrants the most strict and stringent sentence available.
Shut the
Folks, like, you still outburst all that, folks. Like, folks. Like, when you was in school, they ain't tell you raise your hand, folks, when you want to be called on, folks. Like, you was tweaking, folks. I get that you grown, folks, but, like, folks, you got to think about, like, you playing with your life, folks. You ain't playing with their life. They get to go home, folks. They get to go home. You got to stay there. You tweaking.
piece of shit.
And you still,
Come on, give me.
and you still talking, folks. And that judge showing you sympathy, folks. He let you sit in his courtroom still. He really could have kicked you out. He really could have kicked you out when you got to ripping your shirt and stuff, folks. But he let you sit in his courtroom so you can hear what they got to say, folks. And you still tweaking, folks. Like, folks, you gotta chill with that, folks.
The judge asks Redding if he has anything to say.
It's not good. I did not intentionally hit and this will be ruination of my life.
What you mean you ain't intentionally had? They said you was punching on her till she went blind, folks. So clearly you hit her on her face. That's her face, folks. That's her ass, folks. You tweaking.
You want to stick me in, there's no sense in living. That's all I can say. You can go ahead and do what you want.
What you like, but what is you even talking like? Look, your own lawyer, he know the case already over with, folks. If you pay him, folks, you pay him for no reason. You should have got you a public defender. Cause, folks, you was tweaking, folks. Like, why? For one, you telling on yourself. You should have let your lawyer talk for you, folks. Cause he went to school for this. That's why he here, folks. He went to school for this, folks. He went to school for this to be his life. For him to fight cases. And you making a judge job even easier, folks. Like, you was tweaking, folks. Like, you overdoing your part for no reason. Like, all that. Like, you ain't even have to say nothing, folks. Like, I get you got something to get off your chest, folks. But if you got something to get off your chest, like, what does that have to do with your shirt? Like, look, folks, is really tweaking, folks. I think he smoked. He did something before this court. He had to, folks. He tweaking. He tweaking too hard.
Finally, it's Judge Fraser's turn to announce his decision.
All right. Well, the court finds that there's no genuine remorse shown here. The court further finds that a maximum sentence is warranted. Total prison sentence imposed is 18 years.
You got 18 years. You talking about, nah, you do look old. I mean, but still, for he probably would have dropped that sentence down if you would have not been doing all that yelling, all that woofing. For what, folks? Like, for what? Like, if you felt as if that shirt was too tight for you, would have been said that before the courtroom, folks. Before you even walked in that courtroom, you would have been told your attorney, like, for this shirt too tight, folks. Let me get something else or something. Or, alright, I'm just go unbutton this a little bit so I can let my chest breathe a little bit or something. Like, folks. Like, you really tweaked on your own case, folks. You really did. Hey, I'm gonna get up with y'all. Y'all stay tuned. Keep y'all head up. Stay on point. All that. Yeah, we finna keep the bangers coming, folks. Y'all stay tuned. Road to 100. Let's get it.